All right, now let's move to stocks. All right, a lot of things you need to know about stocks, which I would have mentioned. Now, stock is just buying a fraction of various companies. All right, and there are a lot of things to also note in buying stocks. Okay, a lot of companies have their shares. They are traded publicly, so everybody in the public can make a purchase of a fraction of their shares, which is fantastic. Now, the first thing you need to note that what does the company do? Okay, in buying stocks, what does the company do? Okay, is it an agricultural firm? Is it an insurance firm? Is it a banking sector? Is it whatever it is, aviation, whatever? Get to know what the company do so they can know that, does it align with my goal, in my personal interest? Number two is it a short-term investment and a long-term investment? Now, I advise at least 3 months plus if you are buying stocks, except maybe the company just quickly do very high and you just want to fully exit maybe after 1 week or thereabout, which sometimes is not the best. You might not be lucky as well. And stocks just deals with basically buying and selling. That means supply and demand. A lot of people are interested in the stock. All right, the price go up. A lot of people are withdrawing, the price comes down. So it's very simple, basic logic. Now, for example, in this year, all right, a lot of stocks in Nigeria has done. I can tell you about over 10 stocks that have done, at least 3x. That means if you invested 100k, right, in January, some of those stocks, you have harvested at least 300k interest upward. That means you have 400k now, which is fantastic. I mean, that is fantastic, and a lot of stocks are doing well. So insurance stocks have done fantastically well. Commercial banks has done some. Companies that do commodity production, manufacturing have also done well, and oil sector has also done well. So I will mention some of those things in my subsequent video, but now it's just a general overview. So buying shares, I mentioned, first thing you should note is that what does the company do? Number two is that are you investing for a short term or a long term? And number three is that spread your investments. All right, not just put you want to invest 1 million, just put it in just one stock. You might be lucky that stock will do fantastically well, but it's better to spread your investment. So because every time it's always going up and coming down, but it might go up more than come down. Sometimes it might even come down more than go up. So it depends on what is happening in the company. So number four is that check to know their AGM, their figures, their reports in terms of their quarterly reports, financial reports. Get to know that, if you buy shares, of course, in any company, you have access to all this information and to be a part of their AGM as well. So get to know, familiarize yourself with what's happening in some of those companies. Is the management, are they, is it the new management, is it an old management, are they doing well, have they been doing well in the past few years? These are also things you also need to know. So don't forget those 4 points that I mentioned. These are things you need to note before buying any shares in any company. So when you note all those things, then you can now make your decision. Now it's time to buy shares. Okay, and as I mentioned, make sure you do shares for at least 3 months upwards. Okay, basically can do for years and just lock the money there, and your money will be rising by the day. Yeah, so there are a lot of platforms where you can easily buy some of these shares. Where you can buy primarily from those companies directly, but the prices are a bit on the high side. But you can also go through some of these stock brokers. You have quite a number of them, and you can also go through some third party. We have some of these applications, where you have the likes of Invest Nigeria, Bamboo, a lot of other platforms that do that. So their charges are very fair. 1% basic charges on most of those third party, 1%, 1.5%, and the basic NSE Nigerian stocks charges as well apply. The VAT and some other things apply. When you know everything I've mentioned to you as well, then it's time to go through some of these platforms. Then you buy your first shares, and you buy your second, and you buy your third. But ensure you diversify your investments. Don't just limit it to just one particular stock, and diversify across various sectors, various companies, various industries. Just spread it. Just spread money. So, for example, if you're doing 1 million, I won't want to give you too much specific about that because it depends on. But now is the best time to buy shares. As I mentioned, a lot of companies have done fantastically well, at least 3 times your investment if you invested in January. And this is also the good time to invest, because a lot of people are exiting their investments. So the prices have gone down. In the next few months, it will also go back up. So you also make your money. So it's a good time to invest. And if your money is still stuck there, you think, man, this money has come down a little, still leave it there or buy more, because it will go back up when the demand rises. And as mentioned, it's based on supply and demand. More people are asking for something, the price go up. More people are not asking for it. More people are withdrawing their services, their products, their money, then the price comes up. So that's that for today. We'll also move into some other things in the coming session. I told you about a lot of passive ways of making money. Now we talked about treasury bills. We talked about Nigerian stocks or stock trading generally. Then another beautiful thing, a lot of companies are paid dividends. So aside from the price of the shares, maybe going up or coming down, companies that pay dividend, a lot of companies pay dividend. That means you are entitled to returns based on your number of quantity of shares that you have in the company. So which is also fantastic. And if you attend their AGMs too, you also are entitled to a lot of freebies. Access to premium information, access to now you can buy some additional shares and different. So access to all those things will give you more detail. This is very simple for even a beginner to understand. So we'll go into more complex things, so that you can go deeper into understanding the chart and the stuff as well. All right. So thank you very much. I believe we've learned something. So do what to connect, share, like, and engage this post. Then we bring you more engaging, financial content in the coming weeks. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of it.